So you want to know how to build a profitable Google Ads campaign that generates leads? Well, you've come to the right place, because in this video, I'm going to reveal the exact 5-step Google Ads strategy our agency used to drive over 1,000 qualified leads for businesses in 2021, and how you can easily implement these steps to build your campaigns and drive profitable results. What is up, marketers? My name is Gabriel Matt, aka the Suitless CEO, back with another video on how to scale your business online through digital marketing. If you're new to the channel, welcome! This is the best place for marketers, agencies, and business owners interested in scaling their business through digital marketing. If that's you, make sure to consensually caress that subscribe button. Come on, do it now. Great. And all the links we mentioned in this video can be found in the description below. Let's get straight into it. With over 3.5 billion searches made by users per day globally, including your potential customers searching for your business services, Google PPC ads are one of the most effective ways to drive qualified leads to your business in 2021. Think about it. You're a plumber, someone searches for best plumbers near me, and your business shows up as the first to claim that potential customer. But the platform can be quite daunting to use for business owners, especially when you're getting started. There's keyword research, optimization, campaign bidding, and a whole bunch of mumbo jumbo. And because of this, most business owners don't even leverage this free to use tool because they're afraid to waste time and money on ads that don't achieve results. If this is you, do not worry, because in this video, we're gonna go straight in depth into the 5 steps we use at our agency to build effective Google ad campaigns for our clients, and how to use these steps to drive qualified leads, inbound leads, to your business in 2021. Make sure to stick around, because at the end, I'm actually gonna give you 3 bonus campaign audits we do for every single client to maximize the effect of our campaigns. Now, without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Step 1, assess if your business is compatible for Google Ads. Should you be running Google Ads at all? Before you spend a single dollar on Google, you need to assess if Google is right for your business and/or strategy. So before you go ahead, you need to ask yourself the fundamental question of, is there enough search volume in my geographic location for my product or service? Let me alliterate that Google Ads will only work for targeting high intent customers. So we're looking to only target people specifically searching for our solution, our service, our product. So if you're a residential home builder in Brisbane, for example, we only really want to target people searching for custom home builders Brisbane, which there's likely to be several thousand searches a month on. But if instead you're someone very niche, like a commercial builder with very little search volume, this strategy probably is not for you. So ask yourself, are people searching for my services? If yes, great. If not, or if you're not sure, you can use keyword search tools like Google Keyword Planner, which is a free tool by Google to check monthly search volumes and estimate your costs. All right, guys, so in this little tutorial, I'm gonna go through assessing whether your business is worth running on Google Ads using the Google Keyword Planner tool. This is a fundamental step for seeing if it's worth running Google Ads for you. And it's a free tool that Google provides that gives you all the information you really need. There are other tools out there like SEMrush and Ahrefs that are really good as well. But for this one, when you don't have a low budget or you don't want to go too complex, this is the way to go, or the way that I do it for our builds and campaigns. So if you click on to discover new keywords, and let's just say that we'll go across the custom home builder example. That'll be the example campaign we use for most of our campaigns. So I'm just going to go in Brisbane, remove Australia. So now we're just targeting Brisbane here, and we're going to go for custom homes Brisbane. So you can see here the search volume for the relevant keywords, and it's going to give you a bunch of different examples. In this case, there's only 10, but if I were to go for something a little bit less shorter tail, so not as many words, you might find more things, like custom homes, for example. So you can see here, there is a decent search volume. I try to look for at least, a couple hundred per month, especially if it's a localized campaign. And I also want to have a look here as well to see what is going to be the cost to get me a click a piece of traffic to my landing page or website. So you can see custom homes already a little bit cheaper, custom houses, luxury home builder. So we can go for a little bit more niche style keywords. Best home builder, you can see, can be as little as $1.54. So yeah, it's just about coming through and starting to collect these keywords, which will go through in the next step. But really want you to just check to make sure that you have a search volume. So if I'm searching for let's just say birth coach in the Brisbane area only, you can see there's only really 10 searches for some of the stuff, or doula coach as well, which may not be relevant to your business, but is a good example of where there's not really enough search volume, and maybe something like Facebook ads will be a better option, because it's more about you don't know what you don't know, while people that need a new house know that they need to hire a custom home builder. So that's the sort of example where Google ads wouldn't work. So give that a go and see if this is a viable option for you. And if it is, great. If it's not, might have to look at another video of mine on Facebook advertising or something out of it. Step number 2, set up your Google Ads account. The next step is, of course, setting up your Google Ads account, which I'm going to go through right here. So you've assessed that Google Ads is for you and that you want to go ahead, go forth and build a campaign, create an account. So all you have to do that, guys, is just search for Google Ads, click on the first link. You might even see the ad pop up. You can click on that if you want to charge them the extra couple dollars. And you can either click get started, or if you have a Google account, sign in, and pretty much you'll land on your platform, which is going to look very much like this without the campaigns, of course. So all you have to do, go on that link, click get started, fill the prompts. It's not going to cost you any money. It may ask for your card details, but it's not going to charge you anything. And once you've done with that, we're going to jump onto the next step of the campaign, which is the keyword research. Step 3, create a list of high intent keywords. Guys, this is arguably one of the most important steps and overlooked steps of building a Google Ads campaign. Choosing your keywords can make or break the acquisition costs, the quality of your leads, and the overall profitability and effectiveness of your campaign. And before you do anything else, you need to jump on Google Keyword Planner to start compiling a list of keywords relevant to your business, which I'm going to show you right now here. All right, guys, we're up to one of the most important steps of building your Google Ads campaigns, which is choosing your keywords to use. Why this is important is because you're now telling Google what are the search terms people are making on Google that I want to show up for, I want my ads to pop up for to drive results. Now, the reason why this can be a huge mistake for people is they choose keywords that aren't relevant to their services, and then they drive poor quality traffic to their website, which doesn't work two ways. One, you're paying for money and for traffic that you don't want. And two, people are clicking your ads with the wrong intent. They have an intent to do something else. In the custom home world, maybe they're just looking at comparing prices, while our landing page is all about hiring a builder. So we're going to have that mismatch in intent. And not only does everyone lose, but Google notices that and will actually make it more expensive for your ad to show up. So we don't want that. We want to make sure we choose the right keywords for our campaign. So I'm going to show you how to do that. The first thing you're going to need to do is just know your basic services. So let's just say on the custom home example, or I'm a custom home builder, I need to think about what are the things people are searching for in my industry. And one easy way to do that is literally just going on Google and start typing relevant keywords like custom homes, home builder, builders near me, and just seeing what auto populates on the search bar to give you an idea, and start documenting those keywords to then put in here. Now for me, I have a pretty good understanding of what custom home builders would look like, so I'm just going to search it up in the Brisbane area. And now it's going to provide me a list of a bunch of different keywords relevant to me. It's going to show things that have custom home builder plus a few variants as well. So it's currently sorted by relevance. I can actually sort by average monthly searches too. You can see custom houses has the most searches at the moment with 1,900, and the competition is actually relatively low, ranging from $2 to $4, $4 or $5, I should say, meaning the very top of the page. and it costs around $2 to be, within the top page, top 5 or so search results above the organic listings. So you can see this is actually a pretty good opportunity here and looks quite attractive. So I'm probably going to add this to my keyword plan. So why I recommend having a keyword plan is just to document all the ideas you have about things you want to add to your campaign. So let's just say I want to do this one, maybe custom home builder, though it's quite expensive, luxury home builder, if that is, the audience you want to target. I'm in Brisbane, so I don't want Gold Coast, custom builders, custom home designers, not really us, custom homes. And I'll just go through and, anything too much lower than 20 searches, I'm probably not going to push for. But I'm just going to add these to my plan. So I'm going to click plan, create a new ad group. So I'm just going to call the ad group custom home builder. And for the match type, I'm not going to go too much into the different types here. For this example, I am going to choose phrase match, but there probably will be another video I put out on the different types or the match types of keywords. It's hugely important for getting relevancy to your ads, because there's just so much context around it, I'm just going to save it for another video. So I'm just going to choose phrase match for this and click add keywords. And what it's basically going to do is populate in my plan. You can see it was saved, which then when I later go into keyword plan, I'm going to see my keywords come up here. So you can see the average search volume is quite good. I can see all the cost per clicks. Obviously, custom home builder is quite the most expensive one. And yeah, so if I recommend first with your keyword research, just start going through there and just populating your list. And then when we get to the build phase, I'm going to show you how you utilize your list to build a campaign. Step number 4, build your campaign. This is the most exciting step because you actually get to build the Google Ads campaign. Pro tip, make sure you add conversion tracking into your campaign because you need to track those freaking conversions, y'all. Make sure to add your conversion tracking because we need to classify what is a lead. It might be a form submission, it might be a call. For a step-by-step tutorial on how to set up the conversion tracking for Google, refer to another video. I like using Google Tag Manager, which I'm happy to make another video on. So you can see I'm on my campaign dashboard now, so I've navigated back to just a regular dashboard, which is very easy to get to. I just exit out up here. And we're just going to go through the steps, and I'm going to take you through the steps of creating a campaign. So the first thing it's going to prompt you to do is choose an objective. Now this really depends on your business, but for this video it's about lead generation. So we're going to choose a lead gen tool, and that's just what the search campaign is going to optimize for. Now it's going to prompt us to choose what mediums we want. There's search, display, which is more the pictures and on websites, shopping, which is more e-com. If you ever see the Google Shopping when you search for products. Video is in the form of YouTube, and again, sort of display ads. Smart lets it do it for Google does it for you, and discovery is just a whole another medium again where it's more smart setup. Google does it for you. So for this example, and really what I recommend, the most powerful tool is search. So that's showing up for search terms when people Google something. And it's going to ask you what you want to optimize for. So always choose website visits because you want people to go to a website. If you have a phone number and you want to accept phone calls, and you can also choose store visits, which are not really relevant to us, app downloads, and lead form submissions, which is an optional choice. And basically when you click on that, it can add a little form to your ad, which means they don't actually have to go to your website to fill out their details to inquire. Then it's going to ask you to create a conversion action, which we'll set up later. Highly important that we have this set up. You can actually even do it now, and the instructions will be right here. You can use Google Tag Manager, which I highly recommend. There's plenty of YouTube videos out there on how to use it to set up however you get a lead, or you can even use a developer if you have one. So now once we send the campaign, we actually set up sort of more of the intricate settings. So I like to call it based on the client name or the business name. I don't necessarily like to be on the search and display network, which is sort of like on websites, just because this campaign is specific to search. You can add an ad schedule if you want only specific times to get leads. You can add URL settings, and this is where I recommend adding UTMs. What they are is more of a pro tip on tracking them on Google Analytics, which we can show on another video on another day, but just get in the habit of adding UTMs because it is highly valuable for tracking data on Google Analytics. edit the location. So we don't want to obviously go everywhere. We just want to be in Brisbane. So I can actually just search Brisbane here, and then it's just going to make it target only Brisbane. Or if I want to do a radius, I just click on advanced search radius, and then I can just edit. Let's say if I wanted to do 20 kilometers of the Gold Coast, not that I would for a Brisbane client, I do that, and then you can see it does a pin. And it's very easy to remove and add stuff. So I don't want to do that for this particular campaign. Can edit languages. Audiences are very powerful too. So this is not essential. This is an optional choice. But basically there's two options you can have. You can either target. So if I'm targeting custom homes, I can actually narrow down who actually sees the ads within the audience. And that's just because Google has a lot of data on who's searching. So we can either narrow down to, for example, people only interested in renovation and homes recently, or we can do something which is another interesting one, observational targeting, which actually expands the reach outside of just people searching custom homes Brisbane, for example. So new houses for sale, for example, might be really relevant to us. Residential properties, new apartments, interior design services, commercial. So there's a bunch of stuff here that I might want to choose, like home loans and stuff, that might be relevant to us. For this example, I'm not going to include them, but be aware you can do that. Bidding, so what you want to focus on. I 9 times out of 10 choose conversions, which is the objective of the campaign is to get leads, conversions. However, you can also choose a bunch of other options, clicks as well. But yeah, we just want to optimize to make sure that the campaign is pushing to attract people that actually want to convert, become a lead. So we have our call extensions. So this is the fake phone number I added. You can also add call out extensions. So those are the small things that pop up underneath the ads, small little headlines. I would add just some USPs, unique selling points about your service. So I might say high quality, 5-star review, local family-owned business, or fast turnaround, free quote. Just small call-out text that is unique selling points that might differentiate myself from other clients. And site links, if you haven't seen it before, so these are site links just here. So the little text, clickable text underneath it. Recommend adding these. Just using all the elements that Google appreciates will help you rank higher. So as we go through, it's going to prompt us to create our ad groups. For this, we would just use, so this is where we choose our keywords specifically. So I like to create one ad group per keyword. So let's just say one keyword is custom homes. So within here, I'm then going to put custom homes. I'm also going to call it custom homes. And I'm just going to refer to my keyword planner for my ideas. So let's just say, custom homes is one of them. So I'm just going to do that and make sure it's right. And I'm not going to go over match types too much on this one, but what I'm just going to say is I recommend only ever doing phrase match, exact match, which is just done by these keys. So you can see the little key down here to give you an idea on which one is which. And a little pro tip as well, they're removing this supposedly, but they haven't done it as of yet, which is something called broad match modifier. It actually may have been removed, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. They're removing it now, but what this does is the definition one is pretty much phrase match, so things exactly to or similar to this phrase, custom homes. Exact match means exactly custom homes to search, and broad match modifier means it has to contain either custom it has to contain custom and homes for it to for us to match that keyword. So I would do this for every single one. So the next one I would do as well, I'd create another ad group for, let's say, home builder, and then just keep adding it for the things, the keywords that you've come up with on your list. So for this example, I'm just going to do these guys for custom homes specifically. Now it's going to prompt me to create my ad. Now the key thing you want to do here for the algorithm to pick you up and put you at a higher rank, with the exclusion of spending more than your competitors, is to make sure your ads match your keywords. So if I am writing this ad for the ad group you can see up here, custom homes, then I want to make sure that my ads contain custom homes as much as possible, and which is also not plugging overloading, keyword overloading, which you actually can get punished for. So mentioning custom homes as much as you can, but not in every single sentence, is the way to go. So I can go, and I'm going to use my reference here of custom home builders, custom built homes. There'll be other variations from my research as well, just to include in here so that I have different variations. So let's just say I'm just going to do a really basic example. And I can actually choose if I want them to be in specific regions or just to have it that Google's going to optimize. And I prefer to have call to action related headlines, which I always recommend having as just number 3. So no matter what, you can see it's always going to be request a quote now or whatever you're offering or call to action is. You'll make sure your URL is correct. You can also add text here in the URL string. It's good to just match it to the keyword as well, just so you have more of a chance of ranking. And then you're also prompted to add a description. So that's this bottom section here. So again, include your keywords in. So now I implore you to be a little bit more creative. Illustrate a few more USPs. I haven't used custom or homes in this particular one, but I recommend using your own custom homes examples as well. So you can only have one description and 3 headlines, but try different variations as well, just so that Google has it up. You've also got some recommendations here which help. So I can add more headlines. It's going to give me an idea on, for example, maybe I need to do more about the offer. I need to have more about the products or services, the benefits, the brand, the call to action. So it gives you some examples and ideas as well. And pro tip again, you can also do something called keyword insertion tool. All you have to do is use this key here. I'm not sure what it's called. It looks like a little bat. Choose keyword insertion, and basically what it's going to do is anyone that searches for something, so let's just say they search for best custom homes near me, it's actually going to auto populate this column, this section, to bet that exactly what they searched, capitalized, not capitalized, misspelt. It's going to do that. And if for whatever reason it's too long, it's above the 30 character limit, we then can literally just set it to go, well, if it does do that, or if they misspelled it, then we can just default to say custom homes Brisbane, which is a really cool pro tool to help you as well get relevancy, right? Because if you're seeing an ad that literally matches your search term you made on Google, it's a really powerful tool that not many people know about and are doing, so they can differentiate yourself. So we're going to save and continue. It's going to give you a little overview, and we're going to click publish, and it's actually going to launch the campaign, which I'm going to pause. So we just go onto all campaigns. And that's it. You've launched your first campaign, or you've got the structure up. Go give it a go. Comment below if you have any questions, because I know it's an in-depth process, and any specific questions you have, put it below, because then I can know what to put a video out, or maybe even respond to the comment in the section. So give it a go. Let me know how you go. And thanks for watching this segment. We'll continue on the video. Step 5, launch and optimize. Now, if you've made it this far, well done. You've researched your keywords, you've built out your ad sets, and you've set up your ads. It is now time for the most exciting part, launching. I recommend starting out small, maybe $20 per day, and scaling up as you start receiving clicks and conversions. That way you can start optimizing for the ads better and drive and scale accordingly. Congrats, you've built out your first ever campaign, but you're not done yet, because now I'm going to share with you the 3 secrets that we use exclusively for our clients at our agency before actually launching the ads. Tip number 1, add your brand name as a negative keyword. Since advertising is objectively designed to drive new customers to our business, we don't really want to be ranking and paying for clicks of people searching our own business name. The exception of this, however, is when competitors are targeting our brand name. However, that's only really relevant when we have a strong enough brand, and we can cover that on another video. Tip number 2, ABT, always be testing. When you're launching your campaign, make sure you test different headlines, test different ad types, keywords, test. We do this so that for every dollar you spend, you learn and you document what works and also what doesn't work. So make sure you have that ABT mentality to test. test. Tip number 3, use UTM tracking parameters for your ads. Now you're probably asking, UTM what? Now, I'm not expecting you to really understand the science behind UTM parameters or what they exactly are. I highly recommend setting these up so that you can report your Google ads on something called Google Analytics, something we can cover again in depth in another video. To do this, navigate to settings, account settings, and in the final URL suffix section, add UTM source equals Google and UTM medium equals CPC. All right, so you've built your campaign now, it's ready to launch. The next thing you need to do is turn it on. Building is only half the battle. Optimizing is where you really see the results. So in the next video, I'm gonna take you through how to optimize your Google Ads campaigns to achieve those first few clicks and conversions online. Those leads, yo, that's what gives us the money. Make sure to hit that subscribe button somewhere over here and the bell so that you're notified when this next must-see tutorial comes out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.